Okay, so as you guys know, there are many different styles of playing your Nintendo Switch. Like there's loads. This is the most common though is with this controller grip or just the Joy-Cons detached or in handheld mode. Now, if you're a cheap ass like me, you're probably not going to buy a pro controller, no matter how awesome and dope they look. I'm just going to wait for the price to drop down. I'm sure that there's other people out there that do the same. There's just one huge problem if you actually like having a comfortable controller. So obviously you have to, if you have big hands like me, you're going to need something that's going to make it so that way your Nintendo Switch controllers or the Joy-Cons, let's just call them the Joy-Cons, do not feel too tiny in your hand, make your hand get cramped up or anything like that. And then you want to make sure that it's also very easy to actually manipulate and move around the control sticks. Now, the big problem that comes with this controller, the controller grip, Joy-Con grip, is that you see these two things on the side right here? It will not allow this with the grip to slide on there, which is a pain to have to take off every time. Plus, it just feels much better to actually have the grips on there. Now, it's not a problem for the joysticks, but it's a big problem for the grips. So this video is me explaining to you guys how I modified this controller in order to make it look like this. Now, this is much more portable. It's much better. Even without the grip, it feels much better. Believe it or not, strangely. Somehow this piece on the back right there just does not cut it for me. I know Nintendo's trying to go for a traditional style, but it just does not cut it. This is way better. Now, if you want to see what it looks like with the actual grip on, give me 1 second. Now, this is the finished result of what you will get. It feels way better. It controls way better, it looks better, and you get your favorite grips to be able to work with it. Plus, on top of that, the major thing that made me want to do this and the selling point of it was that ultimately it's more portable. So here is my Nintendo Switch carrying case, the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild edition. And, you know, just carrying around one of those in there is too bulky, and plus it's going to hit the buttons right here on the joysticks, and it's going to also mess the joysticks up and make them twitchy and make it move and give you ghost inputs and whatnot, which is extremely annoying. Now, when I want to transport this with me, or I want to just carry it around in case I want to use it when it's in tabletop mode like this, what I'll do is just take this off and pop it in here and be ready to go. Way more simple, way easier, less of a headache, less stuff I'm lugging around this messing up, making my backpack heavier or bigger or bulkier. It's more smooth and compact. Now, also, the thing that I really enjoy the most is that you kind of just got this little perfect little square cube in your hand that just feels so perfect and right. That is just, what were you doing, Nintendo? Like, I can understand why they made it in that type of way, because they're trying to go traditional, but it's just so gross. All right, so how did I end up modifying my controller like this? I did not go online and buy one of those type of screwdrivers that it's like a star screwdriver. I did not do that. What I did was I broke off the back cover right here on the side. I completely broke it. I bent it and twisted it and turned it and until it broke off. And then when it broke off, there's a little piece that's left right on the inside that actually has regular screws, like four regular screws. And I untwisted the screws and took off that little piece, and it worked perfectly after that. Completely removed that piece. Now, some people might not want to break theirs off, so you can always buy a star screwdriver and put it back on if you choose that you don't like this style. But honestly, this is much better, and if you haven't tried it like this, I definitely would recommend you do, because it feels more like playing the Switch in handheld mode. Excuse the bootleg setup here, by the way. It's very bootleg setup I got going. I'm just, improvising something for my streaming setup, but it feels much more like the actual Nintendo Switch in handheld mode versus this, which is nothing close to how the Nintendo Switch is in handheld mode, and it makes it feel much different when you're playing games like Splatoon. Me, I play Splatoon a lot, so when I pop my controller into that, I don't always use motion control. Sometimes it's a pain, sometimes it's annoying, but when I do, I'm a beast. But when I pop it into that, it just really does not feel like how I'm getting it when it's in handheld mode, and it just doesn't feel right. Like, you get online and stuff, and you're getting killed and trying to figure out why the heck you're getting killed and whatnot, and it just doesn't feel good all around. Generally, just does not feel good. So go ahead, try this out if this is something that you would be interested in, or if you've noticed the same thing as me with the problems with the controls when you have it on this, or if you got a Nintendo Switch Pro controller, you probably don't even give a crap. But this little piece right here is better to lug around than an entire Nintendo Switch Pro controller, as well as than lugging that crap around. Seriously. Plus, this was free with the Nintendo Switch. It doesn't even charge your Joy-Con. So why not go ahead and test it and see if you would like to play it in this style or form. You know, it came free. And I think Nintendo's actually selling them on their website for 10 or 15 bucks. So yeah, definitely think about trying that out if you haven't. If you don't want to try it out, hey, it is what it is. But go ahead and give me a thumbs up on this video if you actually enjoyed this and you found this helpful. Also, leave me a comment down below on whether or not you're going to try this and why or why not. And let me know about your experience with the Nintendo Switch thus far. Smash Bros for life, bro. It's coming out soon. I'm about to hand out those whoopings. You guys know how this goes. Peace out, though.